Hey guys, when I was running Nationwide Property Liquidators, one of the largest wholesaling companies in the country, one of the things that I struggled with the most was consistent lead flow. And I've been through everything, right? I did direct mail, driving for dollars, which are great. We ran a cold calling center at one point. But when I finally made that switch and had leads coming to me every day, it was an absolute game changer. So I wanted to bring on Brent here for just a minute. You guys all know who Brent Daniels is. He's amazing. But he's doing something that a lot of you may not know about. So, Brent, let's talk about your PPC company.
Yeah, I infiltrated Google, David. I did. I went and I
Yeah.
stole some really top talent to
Hmm.
run my pay-per-click
Yeah.
for my own wholesaling business here in
Hmm.
Phoenix, and it changed everything. I don't do any more outbound marketing, no more cold calling, no more
Wow.
texting, no more door knocking. It's
Hmm.
all pay-per-click and some TV, but mostly pay-per-click is bringing in all the leads for my team. And the reason I did that, David, was there's a tipping point
Hmm.
in, you know, when you get outbound leads, when you're reaching out, you're being really proactive. It's usually 1 in 50 to 70 leads per
That's
deal.
true.
And
Yeah.
so it puts a lot of pressure on your acquisitions team, and there's burnout. And
Yeah.
when burnout happens, they start looking over their shoulder for other opportunities to make similar income, if not more income, without getting, being on the phone, getting rejected all day, every
Right.
day, 300 days out of the year.
Hmm.
And so I started getting these PPC leads coming in with other companies, other agencies, and it was good, but I felt like it started really fast and then it just fizzled out. And there
Yeah.
wasn't consistency there. So I wanted to have more control. So I brought in Jesse, and he was working at Google, running the Google ads, doing
Yeah.
it for big accounts. He was able to look at the back end of everybody that was running successful real
Wow.
estate investing campaigns through Google,
Yeah.
and find the best landing pages, the best keywords, the best
Nice.
ways to really set up our funnel for when people go and search sell my house fast, sell without an agent, sell for cash, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They end up on our website. We get a text message, and now my guys are on it, and we're closing 1 out of 15 leads, not 1 out of 70 leads. And it went from 120-day cash cycle of the
There you
first
go.
day you talk to them to the day that you got paid with outbound was 120 days to 32 days. So we're closing more deals faster, and we have the ability to scale because we're pouring
Hmm.
in more into the top of the funnel, spending
Yeah.
more with Google to get
Hmm.
more leads coming in. It's phenomenal. And then we started opening it up to my
Yeah.
students, and then opening it up to anybody that's really in that
Hmm.
position, David, where they have 5 to 10,000 minimum a
Hmm.
month that they can spend in their
Yeah.
marketing, and they want to have it coming inbound. They don't want to be chasing people down. They want fast deals now, and they tend to be about 20% bigger deals as well. It's phenomenal.
Guys, I can tell you as somebody who's been through that cycle a couple of times, PPC is the holy grail. Like I
Mhm.
promise you it's the answer. Now, I'm not saying don't drive for dollars, don't do mailers and stuff, because that's when I started at half a broke. That was where I started. But the quicker you can jump to something like PPC, it's going to even out the highs and lows in your business. And you're just going to have those constant leads coming in that you or your team can just be on the phone calling a seller who reached out to you, who
Yeah.
in the middle of the night woke up in a cold sweat because something about that house or situation was bothering them. They looked online, and because you're going to use Brent and his company, they had the right internet magic so that your ad was the one that popped up, and they filled that out. And
Well, not only that,
maybe got
David,
more people.
we're coming from a standpoint of coaching and training. You
Mhm.
you have to have a very specific process
Yeah.
once these leads come in that we train our people to be really successful at, because it's
Nice.
much different, much different than outbound, much
Mhm.
different than direct mail, much different than
Right.
bandit signs, much different than all of that. Pay per
Mhm.
click leads, they need a solution right now, and it
Yes.
really solves one of the biggest problems that we have with leads is, have they actually made the decision they're going to sell their property?
Right.
These leads have, and they're phenomenal. So yeah, we're looking for really great people that
Mhm.
are interested in spending their budget for these inbound leads. They're interested in having somebody specific that we can put into their team that's
Nice.
going to go into their weekly meetings or, every other week meetings and go,
Perfect.
what's going on with these leads? What happened with it? And did you convert all these? And that's a much different approach than I have found with other pay-per-click agencies where, they're very smart and they're very techy, but they have no sales background. They have no real estate
100%.
background. And so, they're hoping that you're closing deals, but they're not helping you really sharpen all of your processes so that you can close a lot more effective. Yeah,
Love
it's
it.
awesome.
Where
So
should people go? Because I know that
talktopeople.com.
Oh, really? Right there.
Talktopeople.com. I switched it all. I'm telling you, all roads lead to pay-per-click, just like you were saying, David. All roads lead to pay-per-click eventually. Yeah. They're the fastest leads. You get the best return on investment, and you can really, really hire great top A talent because you're putting them in front of actual leads and you're not going to burn them out. It's huge.
Love it. Guys, go to talktopeople.com. Thanks, Brent.
Thanks, David.